Okay, here's part 2. So I'm going to take it back just a little bit because I'm not quite sure where the video cut off. I thought I was going to be able to make it continuous, but obviously my camera's smarter than me. And that's okay, but we're just going to go back to the ripple from stage right to stage left. But baby, kiss me again and again. How many tarts have you stranded on the dreamy road to romance? Baby, I'll take a chance. I need some lovin'. So lovin'. It's a company character move. So I'm not going to specify whether or not it's lovin' or anything like that. I want it to be, but I also don't want this lovin'. That is not appropriate. But it needs to have that kind of feel. All right. I need some lovin'. Is something wrong, Lena? Okay, all right. So give me a thumbs down if it's not working, okay? I've got my helper back there with me today. Lena is my camera gal, and she's letting me know whether it's stopping or not. So thank you, Lena. All right, so I need some lovin'. I just can't. And on resist, we're trying to push them away. I just can't resist you, even though I'm wise to. So I know that basses, baritones, and tenors have a little bit of a rhythm difference there. So we've got all of those measures and words worked out, and as we're teaching the choreography on Monday, we'll make sure that everybody knows the timing on that. So I just can't, that's your place to reset your body position. I just can't resist you, even though I'm wise to. And I know on the leads, we're bringing it back on even, and I think that is basses, baritones, and tenors, that's your though. So we'll work on the I just can't resist you, even though I'm wise to. How many hearts you have broken with those great big beautiful eyes. I made an audible sound there. We're not clapping our hands there. But it's almost like I'm washing my hands on that move. And that is at measure 35 through 36. How many hearts you have broken. How many hearts you have broken with those great big beautiful eyes. It's going to be a circle around move. All right, broken with that's how it goes. Broken with those great big beautiful eyes. It'll feel better when I'm actually doing the correct move, with the correct directions. How many hearts you have broken with those? Wash your hands, and then rainbow jazz hand on great. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Great. So it's your left arm that does the great big beautiful eyes. How many hearts you have broken with those great big beautiful eyes. So it's going to feel more comfortable. Sorry, I'm showing you my backside. But the right hand's coming down, left hand comes down, then it circles around on great big beautiful eyes. So right, let's see if I can do this mirror now. How many hearts you have broken with those great big beautiful eyes. There we go, I did it. Broken with those great big beautiful eyes. And then here we come to Vava. No. Over and over, I'm telling you. This is going to be our next peel off. So this is going to be an actual peel off. And it's going to be 3 groups. So the first group, we're going to be turning our left shoulders out towards the audience, so we'll get to see our fancy green side. Group 1, and it's going to start from stage left to stage right. So over and over, I'm telling ya, honey. Alright, so on over, you're just going to go over and over, I'm telling ya. If you're in group 2, over and over, I'm telling ya. Group 3 is over and over, I'm telling ya. Alright, so we just are turning our bodies to show and display our fancy green costumes, and it's got to have a lot of attitude. And front row, we're going to be over and over, I'm telling ya. We'll really get to turn our bodies out to the side, okay? So, I'm telling ya. So once we hit at the end of that, so each section, has gone, our move is, we're going to do a little shoulder dip on Honey, don't you know that I can't resist you. I can only say yeah one time, right? I can't resist you. Alright, so that is, honey, don't you know that I can't resist you. Doesn't matter. Alright, so just a little. I want to caution everybody, it's not, honey, don't you know that. That's closing off too much. It's just got to be this real sassy, honey, don't you know that I can't resist you. Alright, so that is on that move. We want to have lots of sass, lots of character on that stomp part of the song. Alright? Yes, my camera woman Lena, are you trying to tell me something? I can't read that. Are we good? Can I get a thumbs up? Is the camera still going? Awesome. Okay, so I can't resist you. Doesn't matter how I try. Okay, so on try. I'm going to do my best to show you what this move is going to look like on the camera, but this is going to be a split move, and I'm hoping that it's going to be really awesome, and it's going to translate when I actually get to see the whole chorus do this move. So we're going to start, it's going to look like, doesn't matter how I try. So that would be try. So this is going to be the rows like 4 and 5 of the chorus. So the goal is we're going to pull the choruses in, the two halves of the chorus in, then it's going to stretch out, and then the chorus is going to, the front row is going to grow up, the back rows are going to grow down, and then when we get to do that really last baritone, really bitey slide, then the chorus is going to grow up. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time communicating that with you all in this video right now. That's okay. We will work through and we'll make sure that everybody has it. So that's the envision, that it's going to come in, the chorus is going to come out, it's going to come together, and then it's going to be a big spread down. Alright, so what I just showed you would be like one of the outside hands, and that would be one of your upper rows. So try. You see how my body and my knees are going down, but my hands are kind of growing up, and then I'm pulling and I'm coming back down, and my hands are going to kind of stay like right here. Doesn't matter how. So if we weren't really moving this at all, doesn't matter how I try. Alright, so our hands are kind of in this area. And then our lower rows are gonna go the opposite way. Doesn't matter how I try. I know you're not going to be able to go down too far, rows 1 and 2. Row 3, you probably won't have to move too much. You're just going to have to look like you're really moving and you're really intense. But rows 1 and 2, and probably some of row 1 will actually go down to our knees and will come all the way down. So I don't want to spend too much time, just know that it's coming. So that was one side, so the other side is try. Now move that really quick. We know that Jen, and as our director, is going to milk the heck out of it. So it's going to be our responsibility to know the plan, to feel the plan, and to put the sound in our bodies and in our hands. So once we hit our final move, then we're going to get out of that, doesn't matter how, and then we're just going to get up, my heart will just have to beat. And then on broken, we're going to rip our chest apart. My heart will just have to be broken. So on bro-ho, we're going bro-ho. And then on kin, our hands are going to pop into fat jazz hands with our palms facing our body. And then we're throwing away. My heart will just have to be broken by your great big. And then when I fell in love with you first time I looked into, I want us to cut loose and have a good time and character, but I also want to make sure that we maintain a nice vocal production, good vocal skills here. But I would love to see us go, I fell in love with you first time I looked into those great, or we're going to do something on great, but I fell in love with you first time I looked into, or I fell in love with you first time I looked into, or I fell in love with you first time I looked into. The front row is going to do a little fun box step right there. I fell in love with you first time I looked into this great. Alright, so we're going to do something fun there. And I want chorus members to have the freedom to get into that as well. So riser mates, feel free to get into that. You're not going to be doing a box step on the risers, but go ahead and get into the character a little bit. If it gets out of the sound, we'll tone it down a little bit, but please have some freedom. Go outside of your box there. I fell in love with you first time I looked into those. On great, your right hand is going to come up on great. And then on big, this hand is going to frame your face on big. I fell in love with you first time I looked into those great big. And then on beautiful, we're going to do the Pulp Fiction eyes. Beautiful. Now we know Jen's going to hold that long.